it would be nice for people here to see how recruiters find engineers on LinkedIn. I think everybody, all the recruiters or everybody just says, okay, follow my 5-step method and your LinkedIn profile will be like a 5-star profile. But nobody really tells you how recruiters view your profile or how do they even find your profile. So I would like to show you those filters that we as recruiters see. Maybe that helps you understanding where all your LinkedIn profile should get better. Are you guys ready for it? All right. So
Yeah.
let me open my LinkedIn account. Now I will go to my recruiter license. So I would say 99% of the people who are in the recruitment space have a recruiter license, which means this. So I can do a search. So let's do a search for a senior software engineer. So I put the title here. And I have filters on my left-hand side, which I have to fill up in order to see the right people. Okay, anybody volunteer and give me like a programming language or a framework. Anybody can volunteer.
Python.
Okay.
That's the one I work with.
All right, let's search for Python. But before we do that, let's see here the filters for titles. So for me, when I am on this Recruiter Lite, I can put titles here. So I can put a senior software engineer. I can put principal engineer. I can put staff engineer, full stack, back. If it's Python, maybe I just want to do a backend. So let's do backend actually. Let's put a backend developer. Now it asks me if these titles, if I want to see people who are currently in this title, or was this a current or a past? So I obviously want to see people who are currently in these titles, right? So I will put current here. Now it asks me for candidate location. Let's put, give me a location. Toronto, is it okay? So I put a location here. In location also, it asks me if I want people who are currently in this location, or do I want to see people who are open to relocate or open to relocate only? So somewhere in your LinkedIn profile, it asks you if you want recruiters to see this. So anybody who is looking to relocate, please make sure that this is open. For now, let's just do current. So we are looking for Python developers in Toronto. Now it asks me for skill. Under skills, I will put Python. See how this number is reducing? It is now 2,300. It was, I think, 23 million when I just put senior software engineer, because then, it was showing across the globe. So in skills, I put Python. I can also filter by company name. I can put different companies. Sorry. I can put schools. I can put year of graduation. So I can decide if I, like, it mainly tells me the years of experience. So somebody who graduated between 2000 to 2010 will have 13 years of experience, right? Somebody who graduated in 2010 will, or 23, sorry, what?
Vidi, something important for Brazilians. Don't forget to put your LinkedIn in English, because we are only finding English people that speak English. So for Brazilians, don't forget to put your LinkedIn in English.
Yes, that's a filter also. I'll show you. So yeah, I can put school, I can put year of graduation, I can also put industries. Now, okay, let me put keyword now. So you see, this is 2.3K. Let me also put Python under keywords. Let's see if the number changes. It increased. Now let's see advanced search. Now these are the extra filters they show me. To Louisa's point, profile language. Anybody who's hiring in an English-speaking country, this is the first thing we do. We only want to see people whose LinkedIn profile is in English. So even if you're working for an English-speaking company, but if your LinkedIn profile is not in English, you will be filtered out right away. Because that's the perception we get, that you probably don't, like you don't use English as a language. So we filter those people out right away without giving it a thought. So yeah, and then I can also put company size or job function. I can put seniority here. Now let's do search. These are the people I see. Morasi, can you also give me maybe something on the front end? So Python, you said, which is backend. Can you like throw at me like one maybe, I don't know, React, Angular, Vue.js or whatever?
Yeah, React, maybe, yes.
Okay.
I don't work too much with React, more like Python or Django.
Okay. Okay. I mean, let's for this experiment, let's just do this. So I will remove backend from here. So in my skills, I will add React. Now I see even less people. So, the other people got filtered because they did not have React written on their profile somewhere. So this was skills. Let's also go to keywords. So I am now putting Python and React. $753 people. You see how the number changes? Okay, now let's look at these profiles. We can just review a couple. So this is what I see. I see the name. I see this title, I think, which is important. One should always say under their name in terms of what they are, back end, front end, technical architect, or whatever that is. Then I see a summary. So this guy says senior software developer with 10 years of software development experience in banking, telecom, insurance, blah, 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 blah. Java, Python, Go, Swift, Kotlin, React, React Native. Profile to me looks good. The summary is complete. The summary is giving me a lot of information on the tech stack this guy works on. Past 9 months, he's been working with TELUS. 1 year, 4 months, worked with another company. 1 year with a US company.
I like his summary.
Huh?
I like his summary. I think that is simple, but with important information for us.
Yeah.
The summary.
Yeah, graduated in 2011, 2016. If I am looking for somebody with Python and React experience, I would want to reach out to this guy. When do you think I would not want to reach out to this guy? I'll tell you when. If, like Louisa said, the summary is good. If the summary's English was not good, if the English had problems in it, even if he had worked so many years, but the English was not right, I would be like, no, not reaching out to him. You see how the mind works? And this is how we work. Like, this is what happens. If the English is not proper, if the picture is not proper, there are some people who put a selfie and it is so obvious it's a selfie. Like it looks very casual. Or sometimes they have a family picture on their LinkedIn profile. Like literally a family picture. And I'm like, this is a professional platform. Like showcase yourself. Like, why do you want to show your family, right? Not Facebook. All right, I have Sandra wanting to say something. Sandra, we can't hear you. You're
Hello?
mute.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, no.
Hi, yes. I'm based in London in the United Kingdom. And I just had a question on job titles. So they seem to vary amongst the industry and also amongst job markets in different countries. So currently my job title is a web engineer, which can be referred to as a front-end developer as well. As I'm seeking jobs in North America, is it advised that I change the title to something a bit more suited to the market?
So I will not answer this directly. I will show you what the titles are when I am on the Recruiter Lite platform. Let's see if web engineer is there or not. If it's not there, then I would suggest make it front-end engineer or make it front-end developer. If we see web engineer, then engineer there, I think it should be okay to keep web engineer. But honestly, I doubt if it will be there.
Okay.
So we'll check on the Recruiter Lite. I'll give me 2 minutes before we finish this. This profile. So I'll come back to that one.
Okay.
So you guys get my point. I mean, the profile looks great. The picture matters. Your full name matters. The title matters. Your summary matters a lot. The English has to be proper. Your experience, and then the tech stack too, right? The tech stack here is very prim and proper and to the point. Every organization this person worked for, the skills are mentioned. This is again very important. Mention your skills. These skills are coming from here. Let me show you. These skills are coming from here. So if you don't put skills there, and if I put skills here, I will not be able to find you. And also keywords. In your entire LinkedIn profile, the keywords that you want people to find, put it out there. Put it in the summary, put it in the explanation when you're putting your job responsibilities. Put the skills, put the keywords, put the information out there. Now let's go back to Sandra's question. Let's see if we have web engineer title here. So let's type web. Okay, so we do have web engineer. Now let's see what all it includes. So this includes two. This includes web engineer and senior web engineer. Okay. So Sandra, this looks fine. But if you've been having trouble, finding relevant opportunities, or if people are not reaching out to you, probably this is a more uncommon title. Maybe change it to something that's more front end, because that's what in the North American context we use more often.
Okay, thank you. That's good to know. I can see there's only 6 results for this one versus the thousands with front-end developer. So that's good to know. Thank you.
You're welcome. So yeah, as somebody have also mentioned here, 6 results only, maybe not very widely used. Maybe more used in the UK, not so much in the US or Canada. Maybe, no idea.
Vidya, I do have a question that is sort of related to profile. I'm not sure if you want to talk about now during this call or later on, but I would like just to ask the question. What I noticed about the jobs in Canada that are offered in Canada is that every time I go and apply for a job, one of the questions, of course, is related to your immigration status, right? So do you need assistance to immigrate? Do you need assistance for a work permit, whatever the question be? And I feel that by the time you check the yes, you are already filtered out for whatever reason, right?
Yeah.
This is where I see that happening all the time. I mean, I have had some work, some of the offers coming from Europe, from some other places, which I could not accept at that point, which I had no problems with it. But in this case, it looks like that's what it happens all the time. So okay. I would like to see if that's something that somehow it's filtered out by this process, or if there's some sort of bots that will not even let you see it or profile there.
You remember the location? Where was it? Location. So I can see people who are open to relocate only. So what I suggest, Morasi, see, okay, let me show you. So if I put Toronto here And if I only do open to relocate, I only see people who want to move to Toronto. Now, these people could be already in Canada in a different city, or maybe outside Canada, who have shown they want to move to Toronto. We have one guy from Burlington. We have one person from India who said she wants to move to Toronto. We have somebody from Vancouver who said this, another person from India, another person from the same province. Yeah. So look up your LinkedIn and see where this filter is, where you can reflect that you want to move to Toronto. And the other thing I would say, let me show you. Under location, you can also put Canada as your location. And under your summary section, you can say that, I am looking to relocate or I'm looking for work sponsorship. So when a person like me looks at your LinkedIn, before I approach you, I already know that you want sponsorship. That can be done.
I appreciate that. Thank you.